The saints drank the blood of lambs, but all I tasted on my lips was the rusty taste of decayed faith.
Acting so recklessly.
This is the spark's power. Look, I can control the power of the spark within me.
The tears of repentance still flow. The gods adore their creations, much like how birds of prey love their lambs.
It's said that deep within the desert live the people of Ichi who behave like cats. The ancient race shoulder a...
The sand is shaking. The light here seems to be out.
The tears of repentance still flow. The tears of repentance still flow. The tears of repentance still flow. The tears of repentance still flow.
An endless night. Is the spark really in Ichi? The cables run all the way here. Let's follow them.
The tears of repentance still flow. The tears of repentance still flow.
Hurry up and dismantle these desert lamps so that the Night Star's rebel army can't escape.
The tears of repentance still flow. The tears of repentance still flow.
The Royal Army of Ichi has gone mad. They actually destroyed the desert lamps here. Don't go any further ahead. No one can escape the eternal night without the light of the desert lamps. The Mad King has really gone mad. Just put an end to all of his enemies. Star's fall has been sealed off. I'm not going to give my life away with you.
All the desert lamps have been destroyed. It's so dark and cold here. You can stay closer to me if you're afraid.
The tears of repentance still flow.
I'm not afraid. I've experienced many dark nights like this. I recalled some bad memories.
The gods.
Don't worry. They stopped being my problem once we started our adventure together. I'll tell you about it when we have the chance. Jess?
I'm Esmeralda, born of the Eternal Night. The Royal Army is blocking off the path to Starsfall, and the desert lamps on the way have been destroyed. Looking at the direction you're coming from, I presume you've witnessed how domineering the Royal Army can be. I'm Esmeralda, born of the Eternal Night, the leader of the Night Star, the Rescuer, and the Lightbringer. Of course, you can just call me Esme. I'm Esmeralda, but the Royal Army is blocking off the path to Starsfall, and the desert lamps on the way have been destroyed. Looking at the Royal Army was ordered to destroy the outpost in Starsfall, so the situation there isn't very promising.
Take us with you. Those guys cut the cables, so it's too dark for us to go anywhere anyway. By the way, that sparkling spell of yours was awesome.
Nightstar needs people like you. This is Starsfall. The Royal Army may have set up an ambush here. Be careful.
Strange. Why is this place so quiet?
Eat her and be handsomely rewarded.
Save us from blind faith.
Outsiders! Stay out of this.
The tears of repentance.
Since you refuse to change your ways, then just die.
Was that a spark? It's very strong, but very dangerous too. I'm afraid you'll lose yourself in it, just like King Lionheart did. Why do you have a spark? Huh. Perhaps you are the true child of prophecy. Why do you have a spark? Huh. Perhaps you are the true child of prophecy. The ancient prophecy of the Ichi says that the Awakened One, who kept King Lionheart, was blinded by lies and fell into madness. So forget it. There's no time to explain. I have to save my companions. The rebels should be locked up at the northeast of the market.
To you rebels, you know how to hide like rats.
Highest thanks to you, guest from beyond the desert. As you can see, we've left the Ichi tribe, and we're hiding here in the name of the Night Star to resist King Lionheart's rule. A mysterious woman who called herself the Child of Prophecy prophesied the arrival of calamity to King Lionheart as proof that she can bring. He believed that woman's lies and personally offered up the spark. He has gone completely mad. If you want the spark, you must defeat him. I think we can work together. The outpost has suffered a heavy blow. I have to spend some time reorganizing the team. It won't take too long. We'll meet again very soon. The King Lionheart's flag will fall, and the Night Star will take.
If you see my mother, tell her.
Esme said to travel along the Pardatar River and go to the Ichi tribe. The spark is there.
The tears of repentance still flow.
Are you still not willing to get rid of that sad desire for love? Allow me.
Hey, don't let her scare you. Are you really worried? I should have just gone over and pulled off her cloak. Hey, look! The Pardatar River! Esme said it's the Mother River. The Ichi call it the skirt hem of the goddess. The Ichi tribe is just upstream. It's the Ichi! It's the Ichi! Let's follow them. Damn it! We've lost them. These stone walls are everywhere. They're like a maze. Where are those Ichi hiding?
The saints drank the blood of lambs, but all I tasted.
It wasn't for me.
Oracles are always looking up at the stars. Yet all I have in my dark eye sockets are...
Some say it was Mount Thunder's eruption that brought the eternal night to this desert. But no one has found it, even until this day.
The tears of repentance still flow.
It's the Ichi. I dare you to stay and face. Be careful. The wind here is really dangerous. Let's hide behind the rock.
The tears of repentance still flow.
finally got past the wind barrier.
The gods adore their creation.
Careful, we're in the Ichi's outpost now.
I'm not letting her rest! Warn King Lionheart.
Right. Go tell him I'm... We're finally here. This Ichi tribe is so hard to find. Huh? Why are there so many people locked in cages here?
The tears of repentance still flow. Rise now and greet the filthy dawn, as it is.
My power is resonating with the spark. We should be very close. Maybe I can be a spark compass in our future adventures.
An Ichi who was forced to leave home due to King Lionheart's militarization wrote these words on the walls of his house.
difference between a brave adventurer and a brave warrior that adventures is, the former isn't willing to get involved in disputes during the journey.
Ha! We're just a group of traitors and 2 foreigners? How dare you even think of going against us?
Esme, thank goodness you made it in time.
The Night Star's attack wouldn't have gone this smoothly without that gap you made in the barrier. The battle will be very difficult. Head back to Night's Fall and rest. Now it's time for the Night Star to launch the main assault. Just wait and see. The Night Star will rise for sure.
The Night Star will take back everything the Dawnlight spread.
The tears of repentance still flow. Rise now and greet the filthy dawn as it ascends over the hallowed ruins. The tears of repentance still flow. Most perfect martyr. The tears streaming from my blind eyes, a sickly sweetness, like the festering of all beautiful things. The tears of repentance still flow. Rise now and greet the filthy dawn as it ascends over the hallowed ruins. The tears of repentance still flow. The tears of repentance still flow. The tears of repentance still flow. Rise now, and greet the filthy dawn as it descends over the hallowed ruins.
We will go inside.
Years of repentance still flow. The tears of repentance still flow. Everyone can have a pure and unblemished future, if only you're willing to cleanse it with endless tears.
King Lionheart was once an innovator too, yet now some think of him as a stubborn fool who must be removed.
The banner of the sun will fall today!
The tears of repentance still flow. Rise now, and greet the filthy dawn as it descends over the hallowed ruins.
Watch out! The statue on the bridge has come to life.
The tears of repentance still flow.
There's a power supply center in the northeast corner and northwest corner. They are powering this barrier. Let's turn them off, and we'll see what other tricks King Lionheart has up his sleeves.
A barren heart can never be pure. It should be pure like fresh snow. In that case, why are we resurrected in the shadows? The tears of repentance still flow. The tears of repentance still flow. Rise now, and greet the filthy dawn as it descends over the hallowed ruins. The tears of repentance still flow. The tears of repentance still flow. You captured the perfect moment of faith, the fragile moment just before it shatters. The tears of repentance still flow. The gods adore their creations, much like how birds of prey love their lambs. The tears of repentance still flow.
Swarms in this flow.
The tears of repentance still flow.
These two power supply centers are the last things standing in our way. I can finally meet the great King Lionheart.
Thank you for ending this with me.
Hope the sun will rise and never set as you have prophesied. To bring the sunlight the ancients promised back to the descendants in the eternal night. I swear to God your way here, as you promised Ichi to clear the road ahead for them. Forgive me, my daughter! The eternal sun will drive away the eternal night! Why don't you believe me?
The tears of repentance still flow. The flaked away, revealing a paleness shared by my bones and blood.
Father, it's over.
I'm wondering if the ancient prophecy passed down within the Ichi is true. Why else would King Lionheart sacrifice Esme? I do not fear to eventually pay for this strength I now possess. But, as my hunter, if I too lose myself to the strength of the spark, can you stop me before it's too late, just as Esme did?
The tears of repentance still flow.
Is this the ruins of Lakuma?
The tears of repentance still flow.
Passage to the city of Ichi is only granted to those who pass the 3 trials here. They are trials of lure, power, and slaughter. According to rumors, Lakuma's last queen, Paloma, was fond of bloodshed. Many arenas were built all over the city, and countless brave warriors would risk their lives in these arenas just to please their queen. Only the final victor could have the honor of meeting their supreme queen and spending the night with her. So those who came after her created this trial to warn others to never indulge in the temptations of slaughter. The trial of slaughter is at the east of the sanctum. Be careful if you plan to challenge it. Passage to the city of... According to rumors, Lakuma is a city made of pure gold. And in addition, a sun of pure gold hangs high above the ancient city. Countless bandits and thieves have lost their lives in the eternal night, yet they still flock. So those who came after her created this trial to warn others to never indulge in... The trial of power is at the north of the sanctum. Be careful if you plan to challenge it. According to the rumor, during the era of the Golden Sun, there wasn't a single soul that didn't admire her beauty, wasn't infatuated with her, wasn't mad for her, and wouldn't kill for her. That's exactly what gave birth to her pride. So those who came after her created this trial to warn... The trial of lure is at the west of the sanctum. Be careful if you plan to challenge it.
Who can be forever you? What lasts forever?
Be careful of that.
I used to be the center of the sun and have the world at my feet, until it died into ashes.
Why try to get everyone's attention? If it was me, I would prefer to simply meet the gaze of the person I like.
Even gold rots.
This arrogant lady is getting on my nerves. How about we smash up her offerings?
The tears of repentance still flow. The tears of repentance still flow. Baron's heart. Faith should be pure like fresh snow. In that case, why are we resurrected in the shadows? The tears of repentance still flow.
I used to have everything, and I buried all with my own hands.
Liv said that a hunter is their crow's sword, and a crow is their hunter's shield. Since then, I've been wondering what kind of person my hunter would be. Now I know. It has to be you.
Both winner and loser shall share the night, whereas I will have the eternal sunlight to myself.
The symbols of a sword and shield are on the petals. What do they each represent?
The tears of repentance still flow. The tears of repentance still flow. Everyone can have a pure and unblemished future, if only you're willing to cleanse it with endless tears. The tears of repentance still flow. Listen closely to the desperate whispers of those longing to be heard.
I've seen the strong and vigorous. They try their best. But what did they get?
Does a queen have to lose something to understand what is truly precious? The spark within me is telling me that the mysterious woman is just up ahead. This ancient city has been buried beneath the sand for millennia. What is she doing here?
And why are there so many golden statues here?
The tears of repentance still flow.
Were these statues all once living people? The gold froze everything here.
One day, behind me, when the mark of the sun and stars, this place has witnessed countless spectacular fights through. But my goal doesn't stop there. I desire to be the greatest champion. My queen, I will offer up the most dazzling glory of Lacuma to you.
Thousands of years have passed, yet this soul still remains. What a stubborn guy.
Your humbleness is being observed by the mighty sun.
The tears of repentance still flow.
This city seems to have been awakened. More and more Inheria are awakening from within the statues. These souls that have slumped.
Dragon! An evil one!
The tears of repentance still flow. Everyone can have a pure and unblemished future. If only you're willing to cleanse it with endless tears. The tears of repentance still flow. You captured the perfect moment of faith. The fragile moment just before it shatters. The tears of repentance still flow. The tears of repentance still flow. The tears of repentance still flow. The tears of repentance still flow.
Glory is stripped eternally from the losers, and the victors gain their title. That is the rule of this path. victorious, or be defeated and fall into the stars as an unnamed soul. If you wish to challenge me, then defeat everyone and stand before me. The Almighty Queen is watching you, so stand out among the rest.
The tears of repentance still flow. Everyone can have a pure and unblemished future. If only you're willing to cleanse it with endless tears. The tears of repentance still flow.
A new moon is rising, an admirable opponent. Only the valor of a victor will receive the grace of the sun.
The tears of repentance still flow. The tears of repentance still flow. Everyone can have a pure and unblemished future. If only you're willing to cleanse it with endless tears. The tears of repentance still flow.
You wish to know the meaning of victory? To become the eternal champion, the moon rotates to display its initial glory.
The tears of repentance still flow. The tears of repentance still flow. Redemption has come. The tears of repentance still flow.
Now the moon has dimmed, and you're one step closer to seeing its true appearance. I wish to see you, but the dual crescents blind me.
The tears of repentance still flow. 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 Arise now and greet the filthy dawn as it ascends over the hallowed ruins. The tears of repentance still flow. 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 Everyone can have a pure and unblemished future. If only you're willing to cleanse it with endless tears. You captured the perfect moment of faith, the fragile moment just before it shatters. The tears of repentance still flow. The tears of repentance still flow. The tears of repentance still flow. Listen closely to the desperate whispers of those longing to be heard, pleading for the promises once sworn to them. But when have the gods ever bent their will to the cries of mortals? The tears of repentance still flow. 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 The gods adore their creations, much like how birds of prey love their lambs. The tears of repentance still flow. The tears of repentance still flow. The most perfect mark.
I had no idea where the fuck I was going.
In that case, why are we resurrected in the shadows? The tears of repentance still flow. 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 Listen closely to the desperate whispers of those longing to be heard, pleading where the promises once sworn to them. But when have the gods ever bent their will to the cries of mortals? The tears of repentance still flow. Redemption has come. The tears of repentance still flow. Redemption has come.
seek the door.
The tears of repentance still flow. The tears of repentance still flow. The gods adore their creations, much like how birds of prey love their lambs. The tears of repentance still flow. tears of repentance still flow. The tears of repentance still flow. The tears of repentance still flow. The tears of repentance still flow. Listen closely to the desperate whispers of those longing to be heard, pleading were the promises once sworn to them. But when have the gods ever bent their will to the cries of mortals? The tears of repentance still flow. Arise now and greet the filthy dawn as it ascends over the hallowed ruins. The tears of repentance still flow. 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 The tears of repentance still flow.
The final door is finally open. Let's go fight the champion of the Colosseum of Moon.
You're an adversary to look forward to, and your radiance is not much different from what mine used to be. Gerald of Nassau accepts your challenge as the full moon. Tread the road of the sun. Challenge me at my prime.
We've obtained the proof of winner. Let's go!
The tears of repentance still flow.
This place is so eerie. I have a bad feeling about this.
To enter the Ring of the Stars, you must cast away your doubts, cast away your fear, and cast away your hope.
The tears of repentance still flow. The gods adore their creations, much like how birds of prey love their lambs. The tears of repentance still flow.
Those who remain here are losers, eliminated from the Ring of the Moon, and so they've entrusted their fate to the stars.
The tears of repentance still flow. The tears of repentance still flow. The tears of repentance still flow. A barren heart